Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. Alright, today's video, we're talking about some more of the career progress, in particular, the import-export business section of the career progress. And on tier 4, you'll notice the top challenge is going to be sourcing all vehicles for all collectors. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a really cool strategy, a method, some tips and tricks on how to do exactly that. Source all those vehicles for all collectors and get that knocked out really fast and really easy, okay? Now, this will require you to have some friends. It will require some of the people to help out with this, but it's absolutely worth it. And this is something you guys can get knocked out. And it really won't take that much time. All right, and this is one of those kind of challenges that is a little bit of a grind. Now, you can do this 100% solo. You can just source those vehicles. It'll take you a while, but just after a certain amount of time, you will eventually get those collectors' vehicles, right? But this is a tactic and a strategy that will absolutely, definitely save you a ton of time and get this knocked out. Now, listen, this is a gray area. However, this is not a glitch. It is exactly how the game was designed to be played. Okay, so log into your ad hoc autos and then scroll over to your collections tab, and this is where you'll see those 10 different collectors, and you'll see the actual type of vehicles that you'll need, and you want to pay attention to the license plates of those vehicles. They tell you what they are, right? What I would recommend though is I recommend that you sort those vehicles by value, and it would make it a little bit easier for you to keep track of your progress. Or just grab a pen and paper and write down the names of the collectors of those actual vehicle categories or groups that you have collected, right? You have the Stay, the Classic collector, you have the Pastel Perfection collector, Chloe Parker, you've got Molten Metal collector, Ronnie Benelli, and in those collections you got the vehicles, and it shows the license plate on the bottom, right? For the Omnis, it's got wide bod. For the Sterling GT, it's Rally. 770 is Alloys. You know, FMJ down there is Catch Me. Entity XF is the overflawed license plate. This is how you kind of, keep track of those vehicles and their progress. And this is how this strategy works. Again, this is exactly how the game was designed and how it was meant for us to play. Again, all you need is one other person. You want to be both registered as a CEO, and that person wants to sell one of the vehicles from the collection. So you pick a particular collection that you need, and then your buddy will start to sell. So just pick one of the vehicles, or if you have a group of people, you can have like 3 or 4 people in their CEO, and you can actually sell the whole collection. They'll just drive it to your vehicle warehouse, park the vehicles outside, you get inside the vehicle, and then you're able to steal it and deliver it to your warehouse. If you guys have the same warehouse, it makes it quicker, and that's the strategy. It's very simple, very easy. Now, from time to time, we don't know if it's a bug or if it's designed to be in the game as like a cooldown, but every now and again you'll get the prompt to where it will just want you to deliver the vehicle to the police station and not your garage. If that's the case, you may end up losing that vehicle, but you can easily source it back. Or you can have another friend that may need it, just store it in their warehouse, and then you can kind of give it back to them later on. So there's a way around it, okay? So keep that in mind. So if it's just you and one other person, be very cautious of that. We found out that after about 6 vehicles, we would tend to get this bug or this cooldown. Sometimes it went up to 7 or 8. So just keep that in mind. Try and just do 1 or 2 collections a day, and then just go to the next day, or maybe give it a couple of hours for the cooldown to kind of go through, and you should be all right. All right, so keep that in mind. And this will easily build up your collections really fast, and you'll get these all knocked out. Again, you only need one other person. It'll take a little bit longer because there is about a 2.5 minute cooldown timer once you get back to your warehouse. So everyone can just kind of chill out for a minute, go grab a drink, use the restroom, whatever. No big deal. And then once that cooldown has expired, you can move on to the next cell in that particular collection. Okay, as you see here, this is the last vehicle I needed for a particular collection. I'm going to go drop this off. And if you've been watching the video, notice above the radar, it'll tell you, hey, I've got 4 out of the 10 on the tier or whatever. This was the last one. So you'll see right here, it's going to bring me into my warehouse. And you'll see above the radar, the bottom left corner of the screen, it says Tier 4 Challenge. Completed, import export, source all vehicles for all collectors, 10 out of 10. Alright, now this is just half of this particular strategy. You do need to give the vehicles back, okay? You don't have to have all the collections at one time. You just have to have them at some time. and you do not need to sell them, you just have to collect them, okay? But to give those vehicles back to your friend, if you don't want to hang on to them, you just want to either A, simply export them one at a time, but this is very important. If you're exporting them one at a time from the collection, you need to sell to the private dealer. If you do not do that, it will mess this strategy up. So always just sell to the private dealer, okay? Now listen, if you have some friends with you, you can sell the whole collection and it will bypass having to choose the private dealer. It kind of just default, makes it the private dealer sale. So again, if it's just you and one other person, make sure if you're exporting them one at a time, you go to the private dealer to export it. Or if you're selling it with friends, you can sell the whole collection. It will bypass that. All right, so keep that in mind. So whether or not you're giving the vehicle back to the person helping you, or if you're helping someone else and just giving them the collection, that's what you want to do. So never add modifications or upgrades. Just drive the vehicle on out, exit the vehicle, let your buddy just steal the vehicle and then take it back to their garage, and there you have it. Real simple, real easy. Now again, this is not a glitch. This isn't even really an exploit. This is just a strategy. Now, I will admit, it is a little bit of a gray area because you're doing this with friends, right? The game is designed to where a random will just come and steal your car, right, and then add it to theirs. That's what Rockstar wants you to do. And it is exactly how Rockstar wants you to play the game. We're just gaming this system because we're friends, we're buddies, helping each other out. And that's what this is. This is simply a method and a strategy to trade collections for your import-export warehouse business and get that career progress knocked out. All right, so there you have it. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for the ills and reels content in the game. Smash that like button, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, peace out. Yeah.